Nick, drop me a beat. Yo, what's going on? My name is Stephen Kemp. I love to shoot photos and I don't know how to rhyme, so this is all I'm gonna say. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Stephen Kemp, SK Photography. Hope you guys like that little intro I did for you. Today, I told you I was going to be doing a product review on my latest video, which I filmed yesterday. So, what did I get? Let's see. Thank you, Nick, very much. Alright guys, right now I'm holding the Westcott 5-in-1 reflector kit. I guess it's a kit because it's a 5-in-1. So let's take a look at this, see what it does, and let me just say, from my own unprofessional opinion, I think this is a great tool to use for photography. So let me go like this. Don't let it get away from you. Alright. Alright guys, this is a 30-inch reflector. I said it's 5-in-1. What is 5-in-1? Well, you have many purposes for this, and this is why I love reflectors. I actually learned about reflectors from Jared Poland's boot camp when Adam Lerner brought his, and how what a big difference it can make for your pictures. So there's silver, as you can see right here. There's black. Nick, if you could actually come in for a second, I'll introduce you. Guys, this is my good friend Nick Misiano, aka Uncle Mizzy. I'm sure you've seen him in some of the pictures I've taken. Really helped me out for that. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all your help.
No problem.
This is a great tool to use. Let me just start off. It could be used from blocking the sun. If you think you're in way too much harsh light, or you just want to dial down and put them in the shadow, all you simply got to do is move it towards the sun so that his face is now blocked by the sun. So now you have a nice little shade over his face. But let's say, alright, let me ask you this. When I take your picture, and sometimes, what's the one thing you don't like about your face? It comes out a good picture, but what do you don't, I can never speak. Why can I never speak? What do you not like about your photo? You always say there's a couple of things. What's the one thing you really don't like about it?
A few things. The brightness and contrast usually need to be messed with, usually need to be upped or downed or tweaked a little bit, but the main thing is the eyes. When you look at the subject's eyes, and especially in my photos, especially with people with sort of more projected or exposed bridges up here, of the eyebrows, you have these eyes which actually act like caves. They kind of suck, they kind of push out light, and they get really, really dark. So if you are looking for a good tool to brighten up the eyes and all of the crevices of the subject's face and all of the smaller, finer details without really blasting too much into it, and when brightness and contrast, when you're editing your subject's photos, you're going to want to look at something like this.
Excellent. There's a lot of uses for this. For instance, like I said, 5-in-1. So you see you have silver, you have black. Black doesn't really reflect anything, so let's just go ahead and unzip this right here. Zip it around. Like I said, this is a 30-inch, so, I mean, for me, this would be perfect. But you have another white one right here, you have gold right here, and simply just a white circle with a black border. Each of them does certain things, gold, silver, if you have if a girl has sparkles in her hair and really want to make them pop, I would say use silver. If you really want that warm look, I would say use gold and shine it and reflect it up there. But this is just your primary reflector. If you just want more light going up to the face and really make a difference in your photos, for 30 bucks, this is not bad at all. This is going to be my best friend. So let's take an example right now. We're looking at Nick right here, and even from the sides, I can tell his eyes are just a little shaded by the sun, because the sun's almost directly above us. But one little simple, you see him now, no reflector, with the reflector. No reflector, with the reflector. Now, when you're taking a picture, you want to make sure you do not get any of the reflector in the photo. You're totally going to ruin the image. Nobody wants a little piece of this hanging out when they're getting their pictures done. But it is a really great tool to make the eyes pop. Also, I've always been trying to make my eyes pop. When you zoom in, you look at the eyes and it looks like a galaxy. That could be caused by a number of things. What settings your camera on, what kind of light you're at, what focal length you are at, but it also could be due to not enough light. When I went to the boot camp, Sarah Simon was our model. I took a photo of her without a reflector, and Adam Lerner brought his to show everybody. We took a couple of photos without the reflector, and they came out great. They really did. But then we used the reflector, and I got a shot where I zoomed in, and her eyes literally look like you're in the middle of a galaxy. Her eyes are crisp, a lot of colors. It's an awesome shot, and those are the shots I'm going for. So you know what? Why don't we go inside, hop on my computer, and take a look at some of these photos that I've been talking about. Let's go. And we're back. We're inside now, and I'm going to take this opportunity to show you what a reflector can really do for your image. I'm going to show you some pictures of the model, Sarah Simon, with the reflector and without the reflector to show you what a big difference it can make for your headshots and portraits. So here we go. This is our model, Sarah Simon. She was a great model for our boot camp, and I really like this photo. It really works. The one difference I'd make of this, or the change I would make, is I should have framed it a little bit better. I shouldn't have cut her head off right there, but I was so caught up in learning and everything, you know, I wasn't paying attention to that. But with time, I will. Photographers are always bettering themselves. So other than cutting off her head, this is a great shot. Now let's go ahead and zoom in her eyes. They're sharp. You know, you can see a lot of color right here. It's like a hazel with a brown, and then her pupil right there. This is a great shot. Right here, though, it seems to be a little dark right here. And to me, I feel like there's a line going right down here. So that tells me that there's like the sun was right over around this area because, where'd it go? There we go. Sorry about that. The sun was right over here. So with the reflector, let me show you what a big difference it can make. Look at that. Look at her eye now. It's not so dark anymore. See, I'll do it again. You see how dark it is right here, just around here? Now, that's her other eye. Look at that. What a big difference. And you could actually see the reflector right here. I believe Adam Lerner was holding this for her. But with your models, you could have your models hold the reflector for you right there, right under their face, because you're doing a headshot of them. If you want to do like a full body portrait, I would say get a really big reflector. The one I just bought is a 30-inch because I want to mainly use it for faces and get some light on the side of the face, so on and so forth. So if you want full body ones, get a big reflector. But we're getting a little off topic here. This photo, excuse me, is without the reflector. Without the reflector. With the reflector. Let's zoom in her eyes. Look at that. Now her eyes seem a lot more crisper. Once again, you can see the reflector in her eyes. Be careful how you position it. You know, when we zoom out, it's still a great photo. She has a lot of light going up to her face, so it can really make a huge difference for your photo. So I'd highly recommend picking up a reflector to make your pictures pop. And go ahead and call Allen's Camera and Video. They have all different sizes reflectors, and like I said, it's 5-in-1. Use gold for a warmer feeling. Use silver if Sarah had maybe sparkles in her hair and a lot of detail. Use the silver reflector, and that'll make it pop. If you just want to use it to diffuse the sun, take it out so it's white on both sides and just put it between your model and the sun. It will diffuse it. If you just want to put shade over your model, just fold it right up on the black to black and just put it between the sun and your model, and it'll do a little shadow. Excuse me. So I highly recommend picking up a reflector. Remember, without the reflector, with the reflector. Big difference. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Steve Kempf, SK Photography. Keep on shooting.